I am troubleshooting because I made a mistake yesterday and I did this wonderful lesson. I was prepared and all that good jazz, and it had no volume. So we're going to talk about probability of an event, how to find the probability of event, and we're going to use a number cube. Now, most of us know this as a die, and this is not the traditional one. So this is not the one that you would see most likely. I'm a math teacher, so I'll be having all types of stuff around the place. So let's talk about probability. So the probability of an event is defined that, so P of E equals M, which is kind of the number of ways of whatever you're looking for, divided by N, which is the total number of equally possible ways. So we're going to summarize that today as part over whole, the part that we're looking for over all of the values, the probability of the event. So we're looking at this die. So let's look at what we see. So this is the number set. This is going to be the values on the, hey, I'm waving at my people on IG. How you doing? Appreciate you. Hopefully I've got some people on Facebook. So we have a 5. Just wanted to say hey, and I'm getting back to that math. Then we're going to flip that. We have a 6. We have a 7. We have an 8, we have a 9, and we have a 10. And I believe that that represents all the sides of this number cube, also referred to as a die. And we're not going to be playing with this today outside of just learning a little bit of probability as a mini lesson. So after we have looked at all the values on the number cube, we're going to determine how many sides we have for our figure. So the number of sides we have, which we already discussed, is 6. So now let's look at the probability. And I did post this card, and if I haven't, then I will post it on Organized Chaos 180. But these are the examples that we need to look at because we're talking about the part over whole, right? And we're looking at the probability of, let's look at the probability of, if I just randomly was playing with this die, what is the probability that I would get? All right, 8 came up first. What is the probability that we would get an 8? Well, we would look at the definition, which is part over whole. How many 8s do we have? Well, we've written out our number set. We only have 1 8. So the part would be 1. So the probability of 8, there's 1 8 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we've already written that down. 1 over 6, so the probability of rolling an 8 would be 1 over 6. Let's look at the probability of 5. Now, I'm just going through the answers at this point because I really want to test the volume and make sure that I'm not spending a lot of time and I can't hear anything. So the probability of 5 would be, how many 5s do we have? We have 1 5 out of how many sides? 1 over 6. And this is in preparation for playing cards. We'll have more values to work with when we're dealing with that. Let's look at probability of 6, probability of rolling a 6. Now, I'm rolling it and I did not get a 6, so let's go to 10. How about that? Probability of 10, there's 1 10, and there's a total of 6 values. Now let's go back to probability of 6. How many 6s do we have? There's 1 6 in our set, and there's a total of 6 values. Now, probability of 7. There's 1 7 in the set. Oh, I should have put a comma in between those two, my bad. And there are 6 values in our number set total. And then what is the probability of 9? And that is 1 9 and a total of 6. Now, that should add up to be 1 because 100% represents all the sides of this number cube or dice. And that's really all I wanted to cover today, just really basic.